Hey guys, welcome to the ultimate brewing guide for Minecraft 1.21.11. So today we're going to go through the brewing basics of how to just brew potions in Minecraft. Potions are a great thing because they allow the player to have buffs and advantages over other mobs and other entities. Or maybe even like, I don't know, just traveling the world or something. Okay, so this is a brewing stand, and if we wanted to craft a brewing stand, we have to get a blaze rod and some cobblestone. We put the blaze rod here, we put the cobblestone here, and then you have your brewing stand. If you don't have a blaze rod on you, you can always find them in villages where the little like church sort of thing is. In there should be a brewing stand, and you can take that from them. You can mine this with your fist as well. So yeah, right, so let's just take a stack of blaze rods right now, okay, and let's just turn them all into blaze powder. So blaze powder is what fuels the brewing stand. Okay, now we have water bottles, so let me just grab 3 of them. The water bottles go here. Okay, these are like the bottle slots. Right, and now in this slot, to make it actually brew, we need Nether Wart. Okay, so these are all water bottles, but if we start this, you'll see it's going to go on like a brewing process. And then when it's done, we'll get awkward potions, which is how we make every other potion. Okay, right, so now we have awkward potions, just like this. Keep the blaze powder in, take the Nether Wart out. Okay, so now we have 3 awkward potions. Now we have the redstone dust, glowstone, gunpowder, fermented spider eye, and dragon's breath. We'll get to these later. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm just gonna brew another set of water bottles. Okay, right, so now that I just brewed some extra potions, you want some gunpowder and some dragon's breath, just real quick. Okay, so we'll be covering the 3 types of potions. So just take the Nether Wart out, put it in there. Okay, so our first type that we're going to cover is the bottle, which we already have at the start of the game. Okay, to craft bottles as well, I probably should have mentioned, what you need is 3 glass and put them in a V shape. Okay, so now that we have all of these awkward potions and gunpowder and dragon's breath, to get dragon's breath, when the dragon shoots a fireball, dragon breath sort of thing, you just scoop it up with a bottle. Okay, but anyway, we're going off topic. So you want to put the 3 awkward potions in here and add gunpowder. Actually, we might just only do 1. And what this will do is it's just going to make it a better potion, especially for PvP, since it's like a quick pot thing. And it's almost there, and you'll notice that it turns into a splash potion, and splash potions are useful for going like that. Okay, now I'll move on to the next type of potion. So we're going to add dragon's breath and an awkward potion. Okay, right, so now that we have this dragon's breath, we actually just need another gunpowder. Reasons being, to make this one, we already need a splash potion, then we combine it with dragon's breath to get the next potion that we're going to cover. So we've already covered splash and the normal bottle type. Okay, now we have the splash, but now if we add dragon's breath, you'll see it start brewing again. Okay, so now we have a lingering potion. Now lingering potions are different. They're basically a splash potion, but better and worse in some situations. So when you throw a lingering potion, if there was like a potion on that potion, so I'll do it again for a better example. So I've got some awkward potions here. Make them splash. And then we can also move on to our first actual brewing potion to brew. Okay, now we got 3 lingering potions. We're gonna actually move on to our first potion type. So in this chest I have every single potion type. We'll start with strength. Okay, strength is a great one to use, and you also want to get some glowstone and redstone dust. So for this one, yes, it is blaze powder. So to get strength, you just want to put the blaze powder right in there, and you'll notice it will start brewing a potion. And then I can actually show the lingering potion working, since you actually need an effect for it to linger. Okay, right now we got lingering potions of strength. Okay, so we just want to take these out. Okay, so if we splash a lingering, you'll notice it will do a little effect card, and any entity that goes inside it will get the effect. So now that was the lingering potion. As you can see, it gives us strength like clouds. Okay, so that was the strength potion basically, but there is one more thing that I just want to show you. If we put blaze powder in here again and turn these bottles into strength potion. Okay, so now we got potions of strength, and they're for 3 minutes. Okay, so basically glowstone makes the time shorter. Glowstone makes the time shorter, but better. So a way of saying this is, see how it's just strength? This means it's just strength 1. Okay, so we'll just wait for this potion to brew. Okay, right now we have strength 2, but it's only for 130. And of course you can make this a splash potion with gunpowder. All it does is, if we take this strength pot, you now see that we have strength 2, but it's for a shorter amount of time than if we just drink. And a way to get rid of it is just effect clear. Just drink 1, and then it's 3 minutes, but only strength 1. Right, so now we'll look at redstone. So redstone is another great one to use, but obviously it won't. What redstone does, it extends the duration. So we're gonna go for 3 minutes to a much higher number. Right, so you see it was strength 1 for 3 minutes. Now it's strength 1 for 8 minutes. So yes, if we do drink it, we do get strength for 8 minutes. Okay? Right, so that was the strength potion covered now. Yeah, so next up, we're going to look at the night vision potion. Okay? So, night vision potion is actually a great potion. So let me just change my game mode to creative. Not quite. So let's say that you're here and it's very dark. Okay, imagine this is a cave that you're in. Okay, it's very dark. But if we go in here, get the night vis pot, go here. This is what it looks like without, and this is what it looks like with. As you can see, it's a lot brighter, so you can see in caves. Yeah. Okay, so that was the potion of night vision. Next up, we've got the gas tier. This is the potion of regeneration. So I'll just put one here and put an awkward potion. So I do just want to do a good example. So I'm just gonna wait for it to brew. Okay, right. So now that we got the potion of regen, as you can see, it's not for very long, but you can always extend it with redstone and all of that kind of stuff. So you'll notice, let's just change our game mode to creative. Let's drink this potion and change our game mode to survival. You'll notice we take some damage, but since we have the regen, our health regens. So game mode is creative, game mode survival. as you can see, we regen without worrying our hunger going down. So yes, regen is a great potion to use. I wouldn't usually just brew it up, but yeah, it is honestly just a great potion to use as well. But remember, splash pots are like best for like combats kind of stuff, because you can easily just put it. Okay, right. Next up, we have the this is the weaving one. So to get the weaving, we just put an awkward potion and a cobweb. And weaving is it's a potion. Yeah, it's definitely a potion. So I'll just summon a pig out here in a sec. And I also need it to be splash. Okay, right, so now we got splash, razor, and weaving. Right now, if I'm on a pig, we'll do slash summon, PIG. Okay, now we just splash that on him. Okay, and we'll have to kill him. And as you can see, cobwebs spawn. That's the potion of weaving. Whenever a mob dies, it summons cobwebs. Okay, right, now we'll go on to the next potion, which is gonna be Slowfall. Okay, so Slowfall is a great potion, honestly. It cancels out all the damage that you take. Okay, right, so now we have Slowfall, okay? So, without Slowfall, you can do stuff like you can just jump around. But if we drink this Slowfall, yeah, the only bad news if we summon another pig, get a wooden sword, you'll notice that we just can't do crits. So that is the only like bad thing about it. But it honestly doesn't matter too much, because you can always just drink milk. Yeah, because if I hadn't said, milk basically cancels out every single one. So let's say you had like 5 effects on you. Well, it will cancel them all out, not specified ones, if you had Slowfall. Right, let's move on to the next potion, which would be the Turtle Master. So Turtle Master is actually a cool potion. So you put an awkward potion again. Okay, right. So in this potion we just got potion of the Turtle Master. So Turtle Master is a great potion. Okay. So what Turtle Master does is it gives us slowness 4 and resistance 3. So let's say if I were to summon a husk. Oh. We'll summon the husk. He does like 1 heart of damage per hit. But if we drink this potion, he gets slowness, but he's only doing like half a heart now. And also slowness, you can actually just jump and sprint. This is why it's like okay, potion wise. Yeah, it's definitely not the longest potion as well, but you can always extend it with redstone dust. Okay, right, now let's move on to our next potion. So for our next potion, we have swiftness, okay? Swiftness is a great potion, honestly. So, okay, so the reason I've got 2 is because I want to make 1 splash. Okay, so in the meantime, while we're waiting for that, what we want to do is just to drink the potion. You drink it and then you go faster. Okay, and you even go faster when you're crouching and all that kind of stuff. Right, so now that we now have a potion, I just want to make it have glowstone. Yeah, so speed is honestly a great potion, especially with strength as well. So you can do damage and you can run fast. or escape stuff, which is always great to do. Right, so let's go back in. Right, now we have a speed 2 potion. So, speed 2 pop. This is speed 1. Okay. Let's just do effect cliff. If we splash this, we can go really, really fast, which is great. We're probably going like, I don't know, 1.3 times faster than without any pots. So yeah, you can go quite a lot faster and stuff, which is really cool, honestly. Right, the next potion is instant health. Okay, so we're just gonna quickly brew one. Okay, so our potion just brewed, and now we have instant health. So let's do the creative trick again. So set our game mode to creative. We fly up. Game mode to survival. Take some damage. Okay. Now you're just gonna want to do this again. Hints of saturation. Okay, so you'll notice that when that happens, our hunger goes down, we can't regen. But if we drink this potion, we get health, which is great. Right, now, the potion that we're now going to move on is poison with the spider eye. So, you put a spider eye, you put up the potion. Okay, so now, you have the potion of poison. I think poison's already reasonably obvious, so you can use a splash one at your targets. And what poison does is it brings you to half a heart. It cannot kill you, but it brings you down to half a heart. So you just take damage until you're at half a heart. Wait, why can't you eat this? That's weird. So as you can see, I'm going down in health. And now I'm at half a heart and now I don't take any damage. If I were to regen, and then if I give myself poison because I ran out. Okay. Yeah, and then if I ever were to regen, I just take more damage. Okay. Right, so now we're going to go on to the next potion, which is water breathing. So, water breathing. I will need to creative water bucket. Okay, right. So now let's go and collect our water breathing potion. So, water breathing does exactly as it sounds. So, if we go in the water, we start losing air bubbles. Okay? But a way to avoid this is by using the water breathing potion. So let's say you're in an ocean and that kind of stuff. What you have to do is drink water breathing. And you can breathe in the water. Like, I'm not losing any bubbles. I can just breathe in the water forever. So I can stay in here for a whole 3 minutes. Okay, so that was the water breathing part. The next potion that we're going to go on to is a fire resistance potion. So Right, so I don't really want to jump in the lava myself, so without any fire res. So I'm gonna go over to this lava. I'm just gonna drink this fire res, and I can't burn. And this also applies if I give flint and steel. Fire does not damage me. Nothing will damage me. Okay, so that was the fire resistance potion. Right, next we're moving on to the potion of leaping or jumping, or well, no, it's probably called leaping. Okay, so we'll just wait for this to brew and then we can show you exactly what we're doing. Right, so now we have the leaping. Can we also just get some more leaping? Okay, so now we got another leaping. Now I just want to give this one some glowstone. Right now we have jump boost 2. What we want to do is we want to go down here, okay? So right now I don't have anything. I can't jump up either of these. But if we do jump boost 1, we can jump up this. But you cannot jump up this, okay? So you can jump up 1.5 blocks. Which is honestly great. Right, so now I'm just going to have to do effects. Clear. Right, now we're going to go on to jump boost 2. Okay, so we can actually jump up this one easily and we feel like we have extra room. So let's try the 2 block. And yes, you can jump up by 2 blocks with jump boost 2. Obviously, rabbit foots are pretty hard to get. You need to find a desert and like kill rabbits and all of that faff. But yeah, definitely worth it. Yeah, so let's move on to the next potion. The next potion on our list is the oozing potion. We actually need to make slime blocks for this instead of slime balls, which is why I had lots of slime balls. We now need to make an now need to combine it with an awkward potion, and we'll show you the oozing potion. So oozing is kind of like the cobweb bomb. Yeah, it's basically like the cobweb bomb. So let's just summon a husk. The reason I'm summoning husks in is because basically I'm really not that smart actually. Okay, so what I should have done is just combine that with make it a splash potion. So splash this guy. Get a sword. Okay, right now he has oozing. When he dies, slimes will spawn. So yeah, it is kind of like the other one, the webbing or whatever it was called, that kind of potion, but different. Right, moving on to the next potion, which is the infestation potion, and this is like the other potion that I literally just showed you, the cobweb potion and the oozing one. Okay, so to brew this, all you have to do is get some stone and a water bottle. Oh, sorry. And an awkward potion. Okay, so now it's brewed. We got infested. So, like again, I will summon another husk. Because they're useful. Okay. So it actually needs to be splash. Just realised that. Oh, he's just here, waiting. Go. Okay. We just kind of want to wait around, not kill him. Come on. Splash potion. Ouch. Right, so all you have to do is throw the potion. Okay, and all you have to do is kill him. And silverfish didn't spawn. Okay, well basically what it's meant to do is silverfish spawn when an entity dies. So okay. Right, I think we're ready for our last and final potion. Now, I'm not going to reveal this potion until it's brewed. And that has to be awkward. Okay, right guys, so our potion is a potion of wind charging. Okay. Right, so let's just definitely not suspiciously just grab this, and definitely not suspiciously just go over here, and definitely not just suspiciously splash this and then splash that. Okay, right, by now you're probably thinking, how do I even make this splash harming potion? It's actually even more simple than you think. So, you know how we could create like the instant health and that kind of stuff? Well, it's practically just that. That's all it is. So, yeah, the splash potion and wind charging. Boom. That's all it is. Right, now I'm going to show you how you can make like the instant damage and all the bad potions. So, to make all the bad potions, it's even more simple. So, all you need to do is grab an awkward potion. We'll just have it as splash. You want to put it in here. You want to get your glistening melon. Now you want to grab fermented spider eye. Right, so now this is going to start brewing us instant health pots. Okay, so now that we have instant health, if we combine this with the fermented spider eye, and you can do this with almost every single potion, and put a fermented spider eye and it will switch out the potion. It's a very cool mechanic. I'm not going to go over all of them, but I will go over this one and show you what you can use. So just put a fermented spider eye in there and you get yourself a potion of harming. Instant damage, and then you can combine it with glowstone to make it basically just do more kind of stuff. So I can just target this pig. Bam. So these pots are actually quite nice. But if I were to summon a zombie. Okay. If you actually splash them with instant damage, it actually heals them since they're undead. So you'll notice that he's actually like not dying to these. I can splash as many as I want, but he will just never die to these. But if I get a healing, it damaged, and then he dies. So I can just summon a lot of zombies, and I can just splash them with health pots. Obviously potions are still quite expensive, so don't just be doing that with potions, because it is just a total waste just doing that. Okay. Right. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed. See ya.